Hi, I'm Stitcharoo, and I'm interviewing DJs for Club Finn at Furality Umbra. I've got another DJ with me, Luna Aberra, who's doing some
Hi.
Psytrance. Let's get into that deep dive. So first things first, when preparing for Furality Umbra, what are some of the things that you've done?
Oh, first at all, I was like searching for tracks what was fitting for a wider audience because psytrance is very specific genre, and for many it can be very repetitive, monotone genre. So it was like first challenge. Second challenge was to fit in the time limit given because I didn't want it to modify the sound, the pitch, the tempo. So in my set, all music is in their original pace. So the only time when there is a different BPM is during a transition itself.
Nice. So there's a lot of kind of ramping up and ramping down of BPM through each transition.
Not that much, but I will say there is a one very huge change done on purpose, but I won't tell when it is, but there is one.
Very nice. Very killer. How long have you been doing psytrance and have you done other genres?
Well, I was starting in mid-March 2022, so basically 2 years ago. And at first, I was playing pretty much everything. I didn't have that like predetermined genre, and then I was like hearing pretty much constantly to find a specialization. And at one time, I don't remember even how, I came by Psytrance, one track, but suddenly win my interest over like 20 other genres, and since then I was like narrowing my genres to this one specific, and I would say it's like not easy journey because psytrance have like over 25 subgenres. They sound completely different, so like sorting this everything was a lot of work, a lot of learning, but it was also fun and it was absolutely worth thing to do. And I will present the results on the set itself because it contained the knowledge, my experience, and I'm like really excited to share the set with everybody on the stage.
Very nice. And speaking of experience, have you played anywhere outside of VR? And if not, that's totally cool. But tell us some
Yeah,
about like the VR club scene and your experiences with DJing in VR and or meet space.
yeah. Yeah, at first I was like playing for like a friends in VR chat because like this is like my beginning in my inspiration. But my first play for actual like bigger, more known VR chat club was pretty much a year later when I was like concluded that then I'm like good enough to like apply, and my first play was for placeholder club, and it's a best
Yes.
date ever because it was April 1st of all days.
Ah.
So yeah, it will be forever in my memory. My first play is on April 1st, and it's not joke. But I'm also playing outside of VR chat, like on real life events, and these real life events also learn me like teach me a lot because it's like completely different environment, conditions, and like real life plays like teach me way more than like VR chat plays. And um, so I'm
What were
like
some of those events like?
yeah, like prime. All of them was like a different full convention happening in Poland, like Gdekon, Futerkon, Futrowaiki, like other like Polish names, but nonetheless, I had fun on these. Like from all of them, Gdekon is like most known from. Um, and definitely it's a great fun, like standing on the scene, like being able to interact with everybody in real life. Like this is this is completely different experience from VR chat.
Very nice. Very cool. Did you bring your own equipment or did you play what they had on hand?
Yes, I have my equipment. I even purchased a laptop especially for like playing remotely outside of my home. Um, I'm using a controller Tractor S2 Mark III, and software also Tractor Pro. It's like from the very start of my path. Uh, it's a very solid equipment and software. I don't really complain. I even planning on upgrading to S4 with 4 decks instead too. Mm, but this will happen when money allows.
Right, right. So with that, what was your inspiration to start DJing? To start spinning?
Mm, it kind of happened by accident because when I joined the VR
Oops, all
chat, I
DJs.
was yeah, I like joined the like the VR chat like in November or around November 2021. And then when I was joining to friend playing every week, and I was like, at one point I wanted to like join them, contribute something from myself. And then I was like considering, wondering this. So then it was like, this idea was keep like evolving in my head. And after the DayCon 2022, I was like, okay, I'm doing it, and here I am now.
I mean, once you start spinning, you kinda can't stop.
Yeah, yeah. So many DJs are super excited after their first time playing for the public.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, even for yourself, like, I know me, there's times on the radio where, like, I'll hear a song that I play, and I'm all like, "Why is it so slow?" Oh, man. So, with your tractor setup, what are some techniques that you utilize while spinning?
Oh well, Psytrance is very progressive genre, very like constant. You can't really do all the crazy things like backspinning or tying the looping because it simply don't fit in the genre. It don't have this super fast, like short uh, drops with a lot of energy before like the release of energy. Uh, so for most part, I'm just like letting the tracks go, show it essence, let it just play, show itself. It's not a genre kinda sadly, but letting you like transition in the middle. Sure you can, but it's like not using the essence of the track. So for most part, I was just applying the effect, uh, like a filter or reverb sometimes to like enhance the track itself. And sometimes this usage really gives a chill on the set, on the music when you like listen to it, because it just it just have this kind of power behind it. I was even
It's a lot
recording
of flow
many times.
management.
Yeah, yeah. One effect in the set was just even this important. Every time I messed with this one effect, I was recording the entire set from the scratch.
Oh, man. You ever do that time where in the middle of a transition, if you're moving the bass signature from one track to the other, you forget the bass signature, so you play like a quarter of the track with no bass?
Well, luckily I didn't make this kind of mistake. I done other kind of mistake, and every time it was like, oh my god.
I'm not speaking from experience, it was a friend, right? Right. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Oh, man.
I mean, sometimes this kind of mistakes came out to be actually a good thing instead bad thing, and the like tip: don't show it was a mistake. Pretend it was planned.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
So, within the, like, VR community and outside the VR community, who are some, uh where do you get your inspiration from? What are some of the DJs that you look up to or are being mentored by? Um, where do you get your inspiration?
Well, if you ask me this question like a year ago, I would say I mean, still my mentor is like DJ Altro, but and back in the day, I was looking up for Morganite because she was also playing Psytrance. Is I know her yes, from playing Psy. So nowadays, I'm like seeing everybody more as a equals because I just gained this much of experience. And recently, I was even doing a back to back with her, so it's even like dreams comes true. So,
Hey,
but nowadays, I don't really up. I'm not really looking up at anybody because yeah, for me now I'm like equals with everybody and everybody's equal with me. So it's like mm,
who gets you really
yeah.
jazzed? Like, really pumps you with, like, excitement and encourages you and
Encourage. Hmm, I would say it's really my sis who is always like cheering up for me. So like the biggest energy to move forward is actually like the people I play for because like interacting with them it's always fantastic feeling and it's something what you want more every time.
nice. And I always like to end these interviews on the same question I ask every time. For DJs who are brand new, just starting, or looking to start, what's a one piece of advice that you could give somebody who's just beginning?
Mm, I would say to experiment, like not asking if I can do this, I have this idea. Do it, experiment. DJing is an art. Experiment. You never know what you will discover, what sounds good, what sounds bad. Maybe you will make something what nobody before you made. Don't be afraid. Just do something and then ask how this sounds. If what can be improved, what sounds bad. Like ask for feedback and like not stick with one thing what you heard in tutorial or something. Experiment. You have all the tools. Use them. Be creative.
Don't be afraid to get messy.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Luna. This was an absolute pleasure talking to you, and we'll catch you at Club Finn. Bye, everybody.
Bye.